good morning, good morning. I'm Colin Lewis. We're gonna head on out today, guys. See if we can get a fish. It's a little low tide, but pretty deep conditions on the shore. We'll see how it is when we get to the reef, but I'll see you guys out there. All right, so we made it to our first spot, and just before sunrise. You guys a look. But conditions are great. Maybe 2-3 knots of wind, if that. Pretty flat water. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I got my spear gun. And I have a lobster stick in case we see some regulation lobster. But all in all, we're just trying to get a fish, trying to get some lunch today. So let's see how it goes. Alrighty, welcome underwater, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's not too much, if you guys could like and subscribe to the channel, it really helps, especially with these beginning stages of this spearfishing journey. Just getting the spear set up, and yeah, here we go. Just kind of scanning the rocks here, the coral. I'm ideally looking for little pockets and holes that fish can hide out in. But just kind of scanning from the surface, and when seeing something, I'm diving down. Like right here, I saw something go into the rocks, like a yellowtail snapper or something. It's hard to tell. Maybe a lane snapper, but he skedaddled pretty quick. Yeah, there wasn't too much current on this day. Visibility was great. Probably only in about 10 feet or so of water. Yeah, I can't ask for much clearer diving conditions, to be honest. Here I'm just poking around. See a group of some mangrove snappers, and I just got super anxious and didn't have my safety on, scrambled with the safety, and by the time I released, that it was just a poor shot. And that's why I'm a beginner. Really pretty school of small jacks. Pretty cool. They got pretty close. They were just curious, coming in to say hi. Again, that mangrove snapper came on back. They're checking me out for a second time. And again, had a little issue with the safety there. It's okay. Poking around inside, seeing if I could see. No, couldn't see anything. And right when I did, that guy gave me broadside, that mangrove snapper. Thought I put a good shot on it, to be honest. He had a broadside look, just flat out missed. That's how it goes sometimes. Now here I'm poking around and I see this huge puffer fish in this hole. And at this moment right here, I could see like I saw a snapper behind it. But that puffer was in the way, so I'm just kind of poking at him, trying to get him out of the way so I could get a look at what's behind him. And yeah, it's a pretty good sized mangrove snapper behind him. Problem is he's setting a pretty good screen for his buddy there. See, that's I had a good look at him there, but just not quite wasn't quite comfortable with the shot for whatever reason, and I held back. I think I just wanted to take another look or see if there was another angle or hole to approach that fish. Kind of see the flash of that snapper, that pinkish hue on his belly there for a big one. It's just so cool. But again, the puffer is in the way. I don't want to. I'm not trying to hit a puffer fish, so I'm just trying to poke him, get him out of the way. But yeah, just look how much life is out. You know, a lot big school of fish right there, just checking me out. It's amazing just how much life there is in this little spot. It's pretty cool. Just going out and swimming and seeing them is worth it enough, let alone getting a fish. So here's my attempt. I kind of get down, get into a nice position. Mangrove snapper gave me a broadside look and I stoned him. And it's when you hit a fish in the brain, and it hits him right away, so you don't even need to brain him. I was pretty happy with that shot. Yeah, got a fish, so I'm happy. Right here, I honestly I need to get a better knife. I got this knife at the dollar store, and that was probably a mistake. It's just not the sharpest, but it's good enough to bleed the fish. When I get a fish, I like to cut the gills, let it bleed out, kind of um, preserves the meat a little better. You don't have as much bloodline into the meat. So that's just what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting the gills, letting the fish bleed out. And I was gonna gut it fully, but this knife I thought it'd be sharper than it was, and wasn't. So I held off on doing the gut. But yeah, didn't have my net, so I thought I would just swim this to the kayak. Yeah, pretty happy with him. It's a good sized mangrove. Getting a shot for the camera and just slip, little butterfingers. So I stayed out for probably another 45 minutes or so. Just, it's nice being out. Um, a lot of cool little parrotfish. There's tons of parrotfish out here. I didn't get a lot on the camera, but they're pretty elusive. They'll see it and spook pretty easily, the parrotfish, but it's always a treat when you see them. Pretty fish. And they're good for the reef too. I don't uh I don't know what I saw right here. I think I was looking for a lobster in that hole, but it's going for a daily double, fish and a lobster. That would have been pretty cool. Kind of cruising through the gaps here in these rocks and just want to get a cool point of view shot. Just the coral and grass and a really cool place to be. Alrighty. Well, thanks for listening into the underwater portion, guys. See you back on land.
Not bad.
Okay, so we got our fish here. Took a bit of a nap. Worked all day yesterday, and I got in. I just took a nap, had a shave, and now we're here. got our, of course, beautiful mangrove snapper. About 13 inches or so. Measured them. Super healthy fishery here in Puerto Rico, a lot of them. And they taste great. But I'm just gonna do a basic, just baked fish today. I would usually like to do like a ceviche with these, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just hungry for the whole fish. We're just gonna go for it. We could eat some of the, the cheek as well. But that's how I do it. I'll just kind of take my knife and cut into the fish there. Do it on this side. This puppy up. I don't have much oil left, so I'm just gonna be careful. Alrighty, there's one side. That down. And just do some basic salt and pepper. Nothing crazy. And garlic salt too. But this is my typical lunch most days here in Puerto Rico. Garlic salt. Put that in there. Throw a little more oil on this puppy. All right, I think he's ready to go. Or she. Cool. All right, so we got the end product here. Check it out. Throw some lime on it. Not bad. Not bad. Thank you guys if you made it this far, just watching. I'm super new to this brand new channel, and I'm very beginner. I'm definitely a beginner if you couldn't tell already. Appreciate the support. If you guys could just please give a like and subscribe, maybe even a comment on a video. It'd go a long way for me growing the channel. But again, thanks you guys. And we'll see you next time.